Hello YouTube, Cousin Kinoko here. Welcome to the second part in my Tokyo pickups. This time I'm going to show you my PS1 and Sega Saturn pickups. And the majority of these games was bought at a place called Softmap in Akihabara, and they had some kind of half price offer, so all of these games, well, most of these games were half price. And a lot of them were like 50 yen, so I got them for 25. Which is a bit less than 20 euro cents, which is almost like giving them away for free. So I was kind of surprised that the price is there, and I went a bit crazy. Just picked up a lot of stuff, and I just figured if it's not a good, if it turns out to be a bad game, I'll just sell it on eBay, and even if it sells for €1, I still will have made money from that. So I thought it's no risk picking stuff up. But I actually regret picking up most of the PlayStation 1 games, because most of them aren't Japanese exclusives, so I'll probably sell those, and maybe I'll hold on to one or two of the PS1 games. But let me just show you what I got. Space Griffin VF9, 25 yen. Kitty the Cool. Don't ask me why I picked this up. I think it's because I looked on the back here and it looked like some kind of rhythm game, but I think it's some kind of pet simulator or something, I don't know. I'm gonna sell that, I think, or I'm gonna sell that definitely. Then we have Tobal number 1. This was also released in Europe, so and it's a fighter. Don't really need to keep a Japanese version of that. Then we have a game called Depth, 25 yen. Actually, I couldn't find out anything about this game online, so I don't know if it's a Japanese exclusive. It says Music Adventure Game Depth on the back here, and maybe it has a different title in Europe and in the US. I'm not sure, but if any of you guys know anything about this game, please let me know. Then we have Psychic Force from Taito. This was also released in Europe, so I don't really need a Japanese version. One of my favorite games for the PS1, Parappa the Rapper, and this was also 25 yen, which is almost like nothing. And the only reason I picked this up is because I thought maybe he will be rapping in Japanese, and it's kind of cool to have the Japanese version of this game as well, since it's one of my favorite titles. And I also picked up the sequel to Parappa the Rapper, Jammerlami, for 50 yen. So I don't have a modded PS1, so I won't be able to play these until I get my console modded. But that's it for the PS1 pickups, and now for the Sega Saturn stuff. I picked up Christmas Nights into Dreams, and this game was also released in Europe, but I didn't have this game from before, and I don't think there's much of a language barrier, and it cost only 25 yen, which is why I decided to actually pick up 3 copies of this game, and thought it's a good game to use for a trade when I trade games with other collectors. And then I picked up Puyo Puyo-san. This is a Japanese exclusive puzzle game, and I paid 340 yen for this. Virtual On Cyber Troopers. This was also released in Europe, 50 yen. And then we have Virtua Fighter Remix. This was also released outside of Japan and in Europe as well. This was another game that was released in Europe. We have Shining Wisdom, and well, this is an RPG and I won't be able to play it. I can't read any Japanese, but since it was only 50 yen, I decided to just pick it up because I'd like to see how the game plays, and if I like it, then I will pick up the European version of this game. Puyo Puyo 2. I guess this is the sequel to Puyo Puyo Sun, but I'm not sure. It's another puzzle game. I paid 50 yen for that, and I think I think the Puyo Puyo series is quite well known, and probably it's a good puzzle game series. I'm not sure. I've never played it before, so. And then we have Gun Griffin, the Eurasian Conflict. This is also known simply as Gun Griffin in Europe and the US. And this was kind of well, there was a lot of weird games at Softmap, like tons of Saturn games just with these manga characters on the cover, like some teenage girl manga characters. And this one had a nice embossed cover, and it says Konami on there, so it was only 50 yen, so I decided to just pick it up and see what it was, because I'm kind of curious what this is. And it says on Wikipedia that this is actually like a dating simulator, which is quite interesting. So I'm looking forward to see what this is. It's probably something absurd and hilarious. But it's called Tokimeki Memorial Forever with You. So there were tons of these. Really, they were like probably 200 of these type of games, and they were all 25 yens a piece, so really strange stuff. Then we have Gotcha. It's Mailia Seneki, 25 yen. And this is Soul Hackers. This was only released in Japan, and outside of Japan it's known as Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. And this was ported to the 3DS recently and released in Japan, in the US, and in Europe as well. Never played any of the Shin Megami Tensei games, so I'm curious to have a look what that is. This is Fire Pro Gaiden Blazing Tornado from Human. It's a wrestle game, and it was 25 yen. Wing Arms. This was also released in Europe under the same title. Air's Adventure. This was another gamble. I just thought the cover looks interesting, and the screenshots on the back, it looks like some kind of adventure game or something, but it turns out it's an RPG. But still curious to see what this is. It's only 25 yen, so. And I was very happy to find this game in the bundle, and for only 50 yen we have Clockwork Knight, the first game in the series. Pepperosho's, I have no idea how to pronounce his name. Pepperosho's Adventure. I have the second game in the series, and I really like the Clockwork Knight games, so I'm really happy to find the first game as well. And then I picked up this series of Virtua Fighter CG portraits, and they were 25 yen a piece. I got 6 of them, and there was a total of 10 released, so I'm still missing 4, but don't know if I'm going to go for a full set or something, but I was just curious what this is, so I decided to pick it up. And it's not really games, I think, it's more like a collection of still images and videos with different characters from Virtua Fighter. We have Pet-chan, Akira Yuki, Wolf Hawkfield, Blaushan, Sarah Bryant, and Lion Rafal or something. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna hold on to those, but I decided to pick them up, and if they're just taking up space and if I don't care to hold on to them, I'll just sell them on eBay. And then I picked up Fire Pro Wrestling 6-Man Scramble for 50 yen. I picked up Mobile Suit Gundam for 25 yen. I actually picked up 2 copies of this, so I'm gonna sell or trade one of them. And this is like a side-scrolling mech shooter. And from the same series I picked up Gundam Side Story 1, 2 and 3. And these were 1 and 2 was 50 yen and the third one was 100 yen. I haven't really been playing many mech games, so I'm not like a fan of mech games, but maybe I can like to try and get a bit more into it with this and see if I like it. And now finally towards the end of the video we're getting into some more quality titles here. I know there's a lot of filler so far, so I hope you stuck around for the end of the video, and the last 3 titles are quite good titles for the Sega Saturn here. First off we have a game made by the same people who made Metal Slug. This is Kate Daisensu, or In the Hunt. This was also released in the US and in Europe, and I paid 980 yen for this. It looks like a really good side-scrolling shooter with a submarine. And then we have Mr. Bones, and I don't really know what this game is. I know it's a really rare title in Europe. The European version of this game goes for a lot of money, so that's why I decided to pick up this Japanese version of it. 820 yen only for this, and I don't know, I think it's some kind of music rhythm platformer or something like that, so I'm quite curious to try this out. And finally, the best game of the bunch. It's also the most expensive game of everything that I bought during my Tokyo trip, and I really hope it's worth it. It's a shoot 'em up, and that's Layer Section 2, and this cost me 2020 yen, which is like a bit more than 15 euros, and I think it goes for more online. At least I didn't overpay, as far as I know. So supposed to be a really good shoot 'em up, so I'm looking forward to giving this a spin and see how it plays. So yeah, that's it for my PS1 and Saturn pickups from my Tokyo trip. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and until next time.